the Clausen Farmers Market for the year 2010, along with the anticipated dates this market will be open at the Clausen City Park.
Your Honor, I move the resolution approving the Clausen Farmers Market be approved.
Support. Quick question.
Yes.
Insurance liabilities, has that been taken care of through the chamber or the city?
This was part of the reason why we came up with this resolution. And just to give a little history, there were we were talking about some different activities and vendors going on at the farmers market that prompted us to contact the insurance agent to say, is this covered? What happens if we do this? And so we did sit down with him and chatted about it. And his thought was that if the farmers market currently operates under the chamber. If they are officially recognized by the city, which they are in essence already, they're on the website, etc.
Just not on papers.
Exactly. Then the volunteers will be covered under the city's insurance. So this will sweep them in. Now, we had some discussions as well about the vendors, their insurance needs, third parties coming on for the farmers market. And we've covered those within the forms that the sponsors have to fill out. They're going to have to provide proof that they have insurance, depending on what kind of a sponsor it is, what kind of a vendor it is, so that the bases are covered.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay. I have two things. You'll begin to see flyers out and about regarding the dates of the Clausen Farmers Market, and the first date is May 23rd. Clausen Farmers Market has their own website, and momentarily I'll ask Travis Cochran, one of the founding fathers of the farmers market, to come up and speak. In the background info for the resolution reports that the resolution would refer to the administration, the preparation of certain regulations that impose protection to the city, such as any event that might involve a dangerous activity has to be approved by administration, and all food vendors must have evidence of current approval by the Oakland County Health Department. So my question revolves around the food vendors. Regarding this resolution, is this resolution for the food vendors affecting, would it affect the Optimist Club selling hot dogs in the park? Would it affect the trick-or-treat businesses passing out food?
This resolution that is on the table right now is just pertaining to the Clausen Farmers Market volunteers. The rest of the memo that you got talks about going forward. What we'd like to do is have a look at not just the farmers market, but all of the events that we have in Clausen, and make sure that the city is covered, the event is covered, there's insurance to cover whether it's a third party coming in, whether it's a food vendor, whether it's a volunteer, that the city is covered, and if something were to happen, that insurance will cover it, whether it's the city's insurance, the third party's insurance, whoever's insurance it is. We want to make sure that the bases are covered for our events.
The resolution for farmers market, I think, is well worded because it's easily understood. My concern in going forward regarding food vendors in insurance and approval by the health department is I don't want it to eliminate community events such as the Optimist selling hot dogs, or handing food out at the park, or a hot dog vendor at the car show, those kinds of things. I don't want to restrict that going forward.
But those people all have to have their own insurance policies as they are. Optimist, the vendor, the hot dog vendors and stuff, they have to go through the health department if they're serving food anyways. If the Optimists are just serving hot dogs, or anything that they're cooking there, they have to go through the health department.
Yeah,
period.
They don't cook the hot dogs. Some groups don't cook the hot dogs there. The Optimists do.
Okay, well, if they're cooking it on the premises, they have to go through the health department. If it's pre-prepared food, you don't have to go through the health department. Therefore, if it's pre-packaged, you don't have to go through the health department. But most of these groups, like Optimist, Rotary, Lions Club, all carry some kind of liability insurance.
Right,
of
and-
their own.
And what we're looking at is just to make a protocol in place to make sure that anyone coming on and doing an event and bringing food or whatever they're doing has their ducks in a row. And frankly, I don't think that anybody wants somebody coming into the city and serving food when they aren't qualified to do so. We don't want that happening anyway.
If it's a business, I agree, but looking at fundraisers by community civic groups, by the Scouts or any other group, I don't want to eliminate their participation in an event.
But they still have to be approved by the health
Yeah,
department.
no matter what.
That's no different than the hot dog stand up at City Park that the Little Leagues does. They're approved.
Yeah, because if the health department were to come to an event where there was food being cooked on premises and find out that there wasn't a permit pulled and they weren't asked to come inspect, they can shut you down immediately.
I understand that piece.
So what- I'm not sure where you're
I know
coming
that
from.
the Oakland County Health Department will check it out if you're cooking food. What this says is all food vendors must have evidence of current approval by the Oakland County Health Department. So let's say they're not cooking it on site. How is that going to affect it?
It's not. The point is that if you, per the health department, are supposed to be pulling a permit, all we're going to do is make sure that you're doing it. We're not adding an extra burden or requirement. If you are doing something that should require you have insurance, you better be able to show us that you have it.
So that's not going to eliminate let's say the Girl Scouts selling their Girl Scout cookies?
No.
No, because those are prepackaged
Okay.
anyways.
Right.
Okay.
It's not an additional burden. It's just, think of it as maybe a checklist when somebody comes to the city and says, I want to do this event. We have a protocol and a checklist in place. Do you have this? Do you have this? This is what you're supposed to have. Do you have it? And then administration can say, okay, you have all of your certificates, you have all your insurance, have a ball.
Okay. I don't have a problem with the farmers market resolution, but as we move forward, I will have my option to ask questions. I don't want to lawyer ourselves out of community events. And I understand your job is to protect the city. Okay. All right. Any other questions?
After, we had that discussion last week about that. I don't see it being any more of a burden than what we already have out there, other than it's in a layman's terms where it's out there. But everybody has to get approved by the county. So, I mean, we are cool with that. So it's nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
It's just, we're putting words.
Okay. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Kathy Phillips.
Yes.
Holly Earth.
Yes.
Penny Lubes.
Yes.
Samuel Moore.
Yes.
Tom Palmer.
Yes.
Next item is consideration of a resolution proclaiming Saturday, May 8th as National Association of Letter Carriers Food Drive Day. So, we would ask that the residents of Clawson leave non-perishable food at their mailboxes on Saturday, May 8th for the mailman to pick up.
Mayor, I move that the resolution for the National Association of Letter Carriers in conjunction with the United Post Service to hold their National Association of Letter Carriers Food Drive Day on Saturday, May 8th, 2010 be approved.
Support.
Questions? Roll call.
Holly Earth.
Yes.
Penny Lubes.
Yes.
Samuel Moore.
Yes.
Tom Palmer.
Yes.
Kathy Phillips.
Yes.
Next item is approving the list of bills.
Move we pay the bills.
Support.
Any questions regarding the bills? Roll call, please.
Penny Lubes.
Yes.
Samuel Moore.
Yes.
Tom Palmer.
Yes.
Kathy Phillips.
Yes.
Holly Earth.
Yes.
City Attorney's report.
No report, Madam Mayor.
Okay. City Manager's report.
I just wanted to mention I will have a updated water and sewer proposed budget to you this week. It'll probably come with your Friday packet, so you'll have that for the workshops. And then I did check, Kathy, I think you asked about the sirens.
Yes.
They said that they went back and checked. Now, I don't know if you were referring to the Saturday before the test.
Yeah.
They said that the sirens only sound on the first Saturday in
Yeah,
April.
that's what I meant. The first Saturday of the month, they didn't.
Okay.